4 things you should stop doing to avoid wasting your life. Life's a wild ride, a roller coaster with ups, downs, and loop-de-loops you never saw coming. And on this crazy journey, it's easy to get sidetracked by things that, frankly, just aren't worth your time and energy. If you can learn to ditch these for not worth it activities, you'll be laser focused on what truly matters: your dreams, your goals, your deepest desires. 1. Arguing over meaningless things. Just don't. Ever find yourself in a heated debate about something you don't even care about, or worse, something you know absolutely nothing about? Before you jump into the fray, remember this golden question: is this my business, or is this their business? Answering that honestly can solve 80% of your problems right there. Seriously, think about it. If you're spending your precious time explaining or arguing with someone about a topic that's irrelevant to you, or won't have any lasting impact on your life, you're essentially throwing your time away. It's like trying to argue with a brick wall. Pointless and exhausting. The ancient Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi had a saying: "You cannot discuss ice with a summer insect." It means that arguing with someone who lacks your level of understanding or perspective is a complete waste of breath. They haven't been where you've been, met the people you've met, or had the experiences you've had. Trying to force a connection or win an argument is utterly futile. Sometimes, the smartest thing you can do is play dumb, disengage from the argument, and just nod along. It keeps the peace, and you will be more valuable in the future. Preserve your energy for the battles that actually matter. 2. Letting the little things get you down. Don't sweat the small stuff. There's a saying that goes, "It's not the distant mountain that wears you out, it's the pebble in your shoe." Isn't that the truth? Often, it's the seemingly insignificant things that cause us the most stress and frustration, much more so than the big, scary stuff. Those tiny annoyances, like grains of sand, eventually wear you down, leaving you feeling drained and defeated. So, when you encounter those minor irritations, the key is to deal with them quickly and decisively. Don't let them fester and grow into something bigger. Address them head-on, find a solution, and move on. A Harvard professor once gave a lecture where he held up a glass of water. "How heavy do you think this glass is?" he asked his students. "Not very," they replied. "What if I held it for half a day?" He continued. "Your arm would fall off," they exclaimed. "So, what should I do?" the professor asked. "Put it down," a student answered. "Exactly," the professor said. "Worries and anxieties in life are like this glass of water. Whether you worry for a few minutes or half a day, the weight of the worry doesn't change, but your arm gets increasingly tired. The only way to relieve the burden is to let go of the worry, to put the glass down." Wise words, right? 3. Caring about opinions of people who don't matter. Tune out the noise. There's an old story about a scholar named Shi Chang, who heard tales of the great Lao Tzu and went to meet him. However, he was deeply disappointed by Lao Tzu's appearance and living conditions. "People praise you as a sage," the scholar said, "but you live like a rat." Lao Tzu merely glanced at him, then went back to his reading. The scholar left, but the next day, he returned to apologize for his rude remarks. Lao Tzu responded, "Whether you call me a rat, a dog, or a pig, I am still myself." The takeaway: a truly confident person doesn't get swayed by the opinions of others. Successful people live by their own inner compass, not by the fickle winds of public opinion or gossip. Lao Tzu's message is clear: be true to yourself, and don't let the judgments of others define you. 4. Holding on to relationships that aren't worth it. Cut the cord. Sometimes, we cling to relationships out of a sense of obligation or fear of hurting someone's feelings. But remember, to decide is to cut off other options. If you want to succeed, you have to learn to make tough choices, even if it means letting go of certain relationships. You can't expect to progress if you're surrounded by people who are constantly pulling you down or filling your life with negativity. Instead of caving in to every request or invitation, fearing the consequences of saying no, be bold and decisive. Learn to use that powerful little word, no, when it comes to people or situations that are dragging you down. Have the courage to let go. Focus your energy on building connections with positive, supportive individuals who will help you grow and thrive. Life is too short to waste on pointless arguments, petty annoyances, the opinions of insignificant people, and toxic relationships. By learning to say no to these things, you'll reclaim your time, energy, and focus. You'll be free to pursue your passions, achieve your goals, and create a life that truly matters. So, take a deep breath, let go of the unnecessary baggage, and start living your best life today.